What is up, friends? Welcome back to another video with your girl, Coach B. And this video, I was able to get some good footage of my class this Wednesday, so we'll be sharing that. And whatever other shenanigans we're doing this week, like I said. So get from in front of the camera, please. That's why I asked you to come sit right here. Because I'm trying to do something. You're too loud. This is my life as a 2-year-old, okay? So anyway, let me film it again, because you're not helping.
Friends, I was tired, like really tired. And I remember looking at everything I needed to do and thinking, maybe I'll just do this tomorrow. I had been wanting to take pictures of my girls and I kept putting it off. And honestly, I probably could have given myself another excuse that day. I had already worked a full day. I had 2 little girls who needed me. And the last thing I wanted to do when I got home was set up a whole photo shoot. But I also knew that if I kept saying tomorrow, eventually another day would come and then another one, and I'd still be waiting for the perfect time. And motherhood has really been teaching me that there isn't always going to be a perfect time. Sometimes you just got to do what needs to be done with the strength you have. And that day, before I did anything, I prayed. I asked God to give me the strength to get through what I needed to do. And I think that's something I'm learning more and more in this season of motherhood. I really can't do this on my own strength. I came home from work, gave my girls their baths, got them ready, set up my green screen, got everything together, and we did the photo shoot. And looking back at the footage, I know what it probably looks like. It looks like I just got home and got it done. But what you don't see is how tired I actually was. What you don't see is the moment where I wanted to put it off. What you don't see is the prayer before I started. And that's why Philippians 4 verse 13 has been on my heart so much. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. And I think sometimes we hear that verse and immediately think about accomplishing something big. But for me, right now, it's showing up in really ordinary things. It's getting through a long day. It's taking care of my children when I'm exhausted. It's doing something I said I was going to do even when I don't feel like it. Is having the strength to keep going when my own strength is running low. And I think there's something really humbling about motherhood because it shows you just how limited you are. Before kids, I could decide when I wanted to rest. I could decide when I wanted to eat. I could decide when I wanted to work, when I wanted to do absolutely nothing. And now, there are these 2 little people who need me whether I'm tired or not. And as difficult as that can be, I think God has been using motherhood to teach me something really important. Depend on me. Don't depend on your own strength. Don't depend on having the perfect schedule. Don't depend on everything going according to plan. Depend on me. Because there are going to be days when you don't have enough strength. There are going to be days when you don't feel motivated. There are going to be days when you don't feel like you can do one more thing. And those are the days when I have to remember where my strength actually comes from. Not from me, from God. And I think that's one of the biggest lessons motherhood has been teaching me, that I don't have to be superwoman. I don't have to prove that I can do everything by myself. I can ask God for help. I can pray before I start. I can admit that I'm tired and I can still move forward. Sometimes God doesn't remove the thing that's making you tired. Sometimes He gives you the strength to walk through it. And that's what I felt like happened that day. He didn't make me less tired. He gave me enough strength for what I needed to do. And honestly, that was enough. Motherhood doesn't give you a lot of uninterrupted time. Somebody always needs something. Somebody hungry, somebody crying, somebody asking you a question for the 47 millionth time. So sometimes my prayer life looks like this. I'm driving, I'm thinking, I'm talking to God in my head. A lot of conversations with God for me aren't even out loud. They're just me talking to Him throughout my day. And I'm learning that I can't always wait for the perfect quiet time. Sometimes I have to make room for God in the middle of the chaos. And then there's my Moving Mamas class. Let me tell you something. I was not prepared for this class. My playlist wasn't ready. I hadn't practiced. I hadn't rehearsed. I didn't even have everything perfectly planned out. I pretty much showed up and winged it. And honestly, that can be scary when you're doing something that you believe God has called you to do, because I think we're always waiting to feel qualified. We want to feel ready. We want to have the perfect plan. We want to know exactly what we're doing before we take the first step. But I'm learning that sometimes obedience comes before confidence. God didn't give me Moving Mamas because I had everything figured out. He gave me the vision, and now I'm learning how to walk it out. And sometimes walking it out looks like being prepared, and sometimes it looks like showing up and saying, okay, God, I don't feel ready. I don't feel qualified. I don't know exactly how this is going to go, but I'm here. And that's what I did. I showed up, and God met me there. Even something as simple as lunch has become a part of what I'm learning in this season. I'm really trying to be more intentional about eating foods that God made instead of relying so heavily on foods that man has created and processed. And for me, it's bigger than just wanting to eat healthier. It's also about learning to trust God's provision. Because sometimes we make things so complicated. We think we need the newest thing, the newest solution, the perfect product, the thing that's going to fix everything. But God has already provided so much of what we need: real food, water, rest, movement,